Today, instead of May 2018 market open with a gap and test the support at 3560. Managed to actually bounce off and trade off low, down 39 points to close at 3575. Now the immediate resistance will be at this gap about 3607, and support remained at 3560, which is actually this pivot low as well as this gap. Now today actually gap downs may be influenced by DBS. Today is ex-dividends and UOB. However, no volume is actually low, so there's no panic selling. We'd like to see a throwback to try to attempt to close this gap. Now one of the stronger stock recently is actually the banks, and particularly DBS. Notice managed to gap up. However, yesterday itself stock closed poor, closing the morning gap, so that's negative. Notice the increase in volume as well, so there was a lot of selling. And today is ex-dividends, $1.10. However, it actually dropped more than that. Now this high here, if you account for the dividends, will be at this level here at about 30.18. So this will be this recent highs, and we'd like to see this eventually take out this high. Now this big gap here will probably need some time to normalize. So it may be very difficult to trade this unless you can mentally adjust the dividend gaps. Take a look at UOB. UOB will be negative because today it actually gapped down. Alright, so usually we do not like a gap like this. So unless it actually close this gap very quickly, if not, this will be negative. So notice actually the bank stocks have no convergence in the behaviors. This is OCBC. After making high today, it pulled back. Small deeper setup. Bar high here, it's at 1404. Got to be aware that the results will be released on 7th of May. Notice today reversal bar itself volume is low. That's generally healthy. Now we have quite a bit of selling today among some of the stocks we'll be looking at. This is Cover Delcro. Alright, dividends is actually 6.5 cents. Alright, so notice again volume is low, so this is caused by the dividends. Again, if you put it back to a small deeper setup, I'd like to see eventually take out the high here of 229. This is sets very big reversal bar today. Notice the high volume as well. So on a short term basis, it may not perform. However, if you can trade sideways, we can continue to monitor. Alright, if you taken the trades earlier, this will be a good time to actually exit the trade. SPH ex-dividend a few days back. Again, the stock may become range bound. I'd like to see eventually test this high here of 278. Now when the stock approaches high here of 277, it's also an area we'd like to actually watch. And there's some immediate resistance here. So unless the volume is very significant, it may actually bash through this resistance. Recently we have a strong move from Singtel. Perhaps at the short-term basis, this stock is probably more worth watching than some of the stocks that we have just mentioned. Here we have a small dip. Notice actually here we have a very nice run with a series of gap. Look for a break above this high here of 354. Notice it managed to clear this neckline, so this is generally positive, and would like to actually ride on the momentum built on this run. Likewise for Jaffa, we have very nice gaps, and as expected, after a volume spike, we do expect pullback. So right now here, trade inside day. It may take some time to close out the daylight. Look for a attempt break above this high here, 56 cents. You notice it actually stopped just below this resistance. So it's important to look out at this level. We'll be discussing China Sunsing for some time. Stock is actually marking time. After this high pullback, it's marking time sideways. I'd like to see this pick out this high here. Now obviously we have a big deeper breakout. Again, we like to actually look for it to actually proceed, follow through, break 151, and eventually take out this high here of 155. This is Sheng Siong. After a nice run, we do expect stock to consolidate, and this is what's happening. And today we have a wide range bar, high volume. Again, like to see how it turn out. If you can actually trade along this level here, that will be generally healthy. And look for eventual break above this high here, 104. Oil-related stocks a bit non-directional at this point in time. The better bet will probably be Keppel Corps. Now this is a dividend 14 cents. So if you add back the 14 cents, you actually have the breakout. So nevertheless, look at this setup here. This is a high bar 1, bar 2. This is a big dipper. Look for a break above this high here of 826. Now I've got to be very careful with the directions of the oil because it does have influence on the stocks. And recently we have stocks like Sembcorp Marine. The result has been disappointing and actually went down. So notice actually the oil related stocks are not trading in the same directions. In fact, this may well be a opportunity to shorts. Again, we got to take the cue from the oil, and the oil may provide some catalyst for move. So again, if oil will retrace, and this may break this low here. Low here is 205. Some of the weak stocks, Baswell. This stock had extremely wild swing over the last 6 months or so. Very strong run, and it actually failed. Notice it's trading below 1326, and this is right now trading sideways. This is a contraction setup. Look for a break below this low here of 147. This is high P. Notice a very strong downward move. There was a throwback and followed by another wave of sell down. Today gap down, take off lows and trip in up bar. Mid throwback, during throwback we look for setup. Indofood, after a period of consolidation, stock actually broke on the downside. We have an inside day right now. Again, if we trade sideways, it will be generally good to like to actually wait for it to eventually break this low here of 30 cents. So right now, actually, some of the weak stock itself has actually sold down very severely. It's quite tricky to actually short them. This includes Mentec as well. So most of the manufacturing stocks are weak right now. You notice today it actually broke down. So again, you have taken a trade, put a stop loss one tick above this high here of 135. Took a look at Ventures, way oversold, and today trade up bar. Towards the end of the day, it traded up bar. Alright, so it may actually throw back. So again, during the throwback, we can identify setups to shorts the stocks. So again, the market's generally quite choppy. In fact, the recent move actually come from bank stocks and some of the big cap stock we've been discussing. So selectively, some of the stocks that actually move right now are Singtel and Jaffa. These appear to be more promising, and weak stocks right now severely oversold. May experience rebound. During rebounds, we can identify setups to short those stocks.